Good afternoon, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Saturday, December 4th, 2021. This isn't financial advice, it's educational, and we are going to skip the intro once again today. Here's the deal. Quant US dollar did take a massive dip, and I mean massive. However, it was met with formidable buying back all the way back up over to around the area that we thought was a great place to buy. And I still think it's a good place to buy. I think it's good to add to your bag. I don't know right now, just given what this dip right here seems pretty demonstrable. I mean, we're talking from up here around 200 down. It's literally almost 50% in a matter of like an hour. So you have to kind of take pause here and just figure out what's going on in the broader markets, especially when it comes to macro events. Not, quant by itself is one thing, but the rest of the market you have to recalc. So here's the deal. We're at 178 right now, which is roughly around that line of support that we had where we thought is actually pretty good. If this turns out to be a wick, we can erase it, meaning that if it's such a short-term wick and then we start following normal trend lines again, etc., and we kind of have a feel for what's going on in terms of the broader market, then we can start making and applying more, or at least me, applying more of my transactions towards that. Right now, I did pick some up, but not as much as I was going to, just given everything else going on. So you have to be a little cautious here. In the meantime, and again, my personal way of doing it, everyone's got their own way of doing it. So 178 is where we're at. I think we could start heading back up. We got to get back over that channel. 194. We've been here before. We're actually here 2 days ago when things seemed hunky-dory. So I'm not overly worried about where we are right now. I'm more interested in seeing where this thing's going. Quant Bitcoin does have a support level of 358. We came all the way down, almost to that area of support that we had drawn a while back as well. And this wasn't too long ago. We were down here in August, and that's only a few months back, folks. So we did dip all the way down to the bottom of that, close to the green line, but not exactly. 308's down there. We only went to 319 and bounced right back over that once resistance 358 to over that. So, in fact, in December 1st, we were below this red line as well. So, got to take that with a grain of salt. I think this is actually relatively internally strong on a relative basis to Bitcoin, and that's a good sign. Now, Bitcoin, on the other hand, starting to catch a little bit of a bid here, which is good. However, just remember, we talked about the possibility of this becoming a head and shoulders pattern and turning out down all the way down to 41 in the worst case. Well, we're looking at Coinbase Exchange here. There are multiple exchanges out there that trade Bitcoin. They don't all equal each other. And who knows? Coinbase could have went down at that time because everyone's rushing in and nobody really could buy or sell, so it couldn't even click a price or take a snapshot of any price action, because if no one's buying and selling, there's no market. So if that's the case, then you wouldn't see this thing trading at 41K. But there were other markets where this was trading at 41K. Interesting to know, but we didn't see that here. However, 41K would be the next line of support if we start going back down below 48. I think this is a fake out. Personally, I think this might have completed its head and shoulders. Get it out of its way so we can move forward. In the meantime, Bitcoin dominance. We do have that area of support at 40.39, and that's only 1% away. We talked about this thing going down. I think because it's still going down, I think this whole crypto market's, the health is still intact. Very well intact, in fact. So I think that Bitcoin will start to rally over the next few days. It's just my opinion. We could see a lot more dips over the next few hours into tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow night, but we will keep you posted. I'll do it tomorrow in the daytime and see what the pulse is. In the meantime, Quant US dollar is, looking tasty here. Dollar cost averaging is my best prescription in this particular market, but we'll talk soon.